The shoulder joint is the most mobile joint in the body. Thanks to it, we can perform hundreds of movements from lifting our arms to throwing a ball. Your shoulders are almost always working, during pull-ups, push-ups, and even when you're simply holding a plank. They stabilize, support, and keep the joint safe. But that doesn't mean you're actually training them. If you don't give them separate attention, your shoulders become a weak link, hurting your strength, appearance, and even posture. Many people underestimate how much shoulders affect the visual shape of the body. When someone has broad shoulders, you can tell right away, even when they're wearing clothes. They create that V shape that makes the body look powerful and well proportioned. The coolest thing is that when your shoulders get wider, your whole body starts to look different. Your waist looks slimmer, your back looks stronger, your arms look longer. You don't just get wider, you start to look athletic even without huge muscles. No pull-ups or push-ups can give you that kind of visual effect. In this video, we'll go over the best exercises for shoulder training, as well as some important details that many people overlook. Many people think the shoulders are just one muscle, but in fact, they're made up of three parts: the front, middle, and rear delts. Each one is responsible for its own movement, and if you don't train at least one of them, your shoulders will look out of proportion. Even experienced athletes often forget about the rear delts. It's a small, almost invisible muscle, but it's the one that makes your shoulders look full and complete. Now, I'm going to show you some exercises that hit every part of your delts and make your shoulders look seriously strong. The first exercise is the base, the foundation. Front dumbbell raises are something many people already know. They perfectly isolate the front delts. Stand tall, keep your torso still, and lift the dumbbells straight in front of you to shoulder level. This is where a lot of people make their first mistake. They start lifting their arms too high. When that happens, the trapezius muscles take over and the shoulders stop doing their job. The movement should come from the shoulders as much as possible. As you reach the top, make a short pause, then slowly lower it down. The key here is not to drop the weight, but to lower it with control so the muscle stays under tension longer. Also, don't use your body or swing. Otherwise, the inertia will do most of the work. It's better to take a slightly lighter weight and keep the movement controlled. Next up, we've got the seated dumbbell press. This one's great for building your shoulders. It really hits the front delts and also works the middle part a little. Sit on a bench with your back straight and your torso stable. Hold the dumbbells around ear level, keeping about a 90-degree angle at the bottom. From this position, slowly press the dumbbells up overhead in a slight arc. At the top, don't straighten your arms all the way. Keep a slight bend in the elbows. This helps your shoulder muscles work better and stay safe. Then slowly lower the dumbbells back to the starting position. Many people lower them too far down, but that's a mistake. It shifts the tension from your shoulders to your joints. All right, let's move to the middle delts. They play a huge role in building that width and overall shoulder power. The first exercise is dumbbell lateral raises. It's a classic, but when you do it right, it hits perfectly. Stand tall, feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent. Hold the dumbbells at your sides and keep them close to your body. If they move forward, the front delts will take over instead of the middle. As you exhale, slowly and with control, move the dumbbells out to the sides. Keep your elbows slightly bent to protect your joints. Stop when your arms reach shoulder level. Hold for a second. Then slowly lower the dumbbells back to the starting position. You should also avoid using dumbbells that are too heavy, so as not to engage the stabilizer and trapezius muscles. You can do this exercise while sitting. This way you eliminate any body swing and can really focus on your shoulders. A lot of people these days have really tight shoulders. We're always sitting at the computer, behind the wheel, or just scrolling on our phones. Because of that, the shoulders start rolling forward. The chest tightens up, and over time we just stop moving the way we're meant to. As a result, your posture suffers and even basic exercises start to feel uncomfortable. That's why these workouts aren't just about getting in shape. They actually help open up your shoulders and bring back mobility. After doing these exercises, it feels like your whole body opens up and you start moving so much more freely. All right. Now let's talk about the rear delts, the muscles everyone always seems to forget about. The dumbbell reverse fly is a great isolation exercise for your rear delts. It helps you build that area and gives your shoulders a fuller, more balanced look. Take some light dumbbells, stand with your feet shoulder width apart, and slightly bend your knees. Lean your torso forward at about a 45 to 70-degree angle. Keep your back straight and your elbows slightly bent. From this position, lift your arms out to the sides roughly up to shoulder level. Imagine spreading your elbows apart rather than lifting the dumbbells. That way, the tension goes straight to your rear delts. At the top, as usual, make a short pause, then slowly lower your arms back down. Your delts work best on the way down. That's why it's super important. Now, let's talk about how not to wreck your shoulders and how many sets you actually need. Shoulders are probably the most temperamental part of the body. Because they're so mobile, they're also the most vulnerable. Many people start training and after a couple of weeks, they're already complaining that their shoulders crack or hurt. Most of the time, it's not an injury, it's just overuse. The tendons don't have enough time to recover. That's why with shoulders, it's not about strength, it's about control. The movement should be clean, no jerks, no swinging. If you have to help with your torso, that's a sign you need to use less weight. How many sets should you do? For each part of your delts, 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps are enough. Shoulders prefer lighter weights and perfect technique. Usually, training them once or twice a week is enough. Shoulder muscles aren't as big as, say, your legs, so a lower training volume is enough for effective growth. Alright, we've gone over the main exercises, key details, and common mistakes. Just like with any other muscles, shoulders need a full approach, proper technique, progressive overload, recovery, and nutrition. Without enough sleep and protein, your muscles just won't grow no matter how hard you try. Like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay healthy and have a great body. Thanks for watching, and good luck.